out our walkthrough video of the Cyclone HD. If we come up on the unit here, we're going to find our levelings pad right here. To activate this pad, you hold the up and down button at the same time, which will turn on a green light. It'll hold them for like 5 seconds. Which then you can go up and down with the front jacks. You can auto level, retract all, and hitch height. Hitch height is from when you hit auto level and then you're done camping, you come back and you hit hitch height and it will return to where you first pressed auto level. Under here is our generator. That's an Onan QG5500. One thing of note on the generator are these breakers right here. If these breakers are not flipped into the on position, you won't get power from the generator. And moving along over to the side, we have our compartment with our propane. Coming over here, we have a compartment that I like to call the water closet. In the water closet, there's our external cable hookups. Then here, this is where we would hook up a hose to fill the tank, to run off city, or to dry camp. Now, after you fill the tank with the hose, you put it in, you turn it to fill. After you fill the tank, you would go inside, activate the pump, and switch it to dry camping. If you just wanted to use the city water feature, you would just hook up the hose and turn it to city water, and the water and your unit will get pressurized from the hose you're using. Thing of note in here is our black tank flush. If you use that, you want to have the gate valve pulled on your black tank, which the outlet is down there, and then the valve is right under there with it. Also, there is our blue hose there. If we can see it there, yep, that is our freshwater drain that drains all the fresh water out of the tank from the tank fill. This is the exterior furnace vent. There's our poles I mentioned from before. That's our gray and black for the front. And those activate this right there. And then to the back, we have the rear black tank flush, which is for the back bathroom. We have our poles in there for our gray and black. And those would come out here for the rear. We have our 2 gas tanks here, auxiliary and for generator. In the middle is our fuel dispenser switch, which also has to be activated inside too, which comes out of our pump located in there. Our 50 amp connection is here. Our ladder to the top is over here. On the back here, you would pull these down to get your party deck. Move it along the back side here. There's a high pressure spray port. That blue hose is in the front compartment. And here is where you would take exterior garbage, a garbage chute from the counter. This is our side party deck, which just pulls down and then the gates come out to form the whole party deck. We have our water heater. We have our exterior passer with that blue hose I was just speaking of. Our bypass valve for the water heater. And then, a light, apparently. We have our battery cutoff switch, which that'll shut the 12 volt power off to the rest of the unit. Now in here we have our other propane tank and the regulator. The regulator will point to where it's drawing supply off from this switch here. So if you want to say supply to the other side, you would point it this way. If you want to pull the supply from this tank here, you would point it to there. All right. As we move along inside, here are our fuse box and our breaker box. Up here we have light switches, the on-off switch for our wing guard system, more light switches. Then here is our one-touch system. It is on the monitor panel. This is where we can turn the pump on and off, the water heater on and off, the fuel pump, which I showed you outside, and the electric water heater. It also tells us our fresh, gray, black tank levels. If we press the arrow back, this is where we would go to our lighting, our slides. We can start our generator from the inside. We can run our awning in and out here. Leveling system you can control from the inside also, not just the outside panel. Let's try to get her to go back. Yep, our slides here we can also operate. Our slides also operate here off these buttons, and our awning also. And then an on-off light, the awning switch. And then our panel there. In the home setting, just we can turn off our lights. Shows us our gauges right here. Our scare light, bedroom light, front cap light. Kind of operate these on off from here. Also shows us our voltage and that we're on the home screen. Moving along over here, we have our big TV. We have our keys around the sink. We have our main kitchen faucet. We have our microwave here. And we have our stove. One thing to note on the stove is you need to turn it to the on position and hold it down to light it. And hold down. It won't work if you just hit light. You have to hold it down and light in order to light. There's our oven down there. Nothing out there. It comes on and off. And will light on its own. Now the refrigerator is a big Norcold refrigerator. You can see on right now, getting cold. There is our temperature setting here. 9 being the coldest. And then here sets it from auto, which will determine if you have gas or electric. It'll always go to electric over gas. Here you can set it to just electric, or here to just gas. Moving along to the back, we have our 3 seasons doors. We have our bunks, which are currently in the travel position. Then we have our switches here for a side awning, our rear awning off the back, and then our lights, which as I showed you can also be controlled from the monitor panel, our radio. And then this is our button to bring down our bunk. You'll notice here in the corner, there's a pin. This will hold the bunk up into what's called a travel position. They're on all 4 corners. You can take those out and lower that top bunk for another person to sleep. And that top bunk will come down to about here and then stop. We're going to leave it in the travel position for you today. And here we have our bathroom in the back. Let's switch here. And we'll go up front to the front bedroom on into the front bath. One thing of note here is our thermostat. There are 3 of them, one in the front bedroom, one here in the main, and one here in the back. The one in the front and the one in the back will just control the AC in the front and the AC in the back, even though there is a furnace setting. This will control your furnace. If you go to the first setting, it's high, low, auto. That's just for your fan. The next setting is for the AC and adjust your temperature. Next setting is for furnace and adjust your temperature, then off. All 3 of them work the same way. They all have a setting for the furnace, but the only one that controls the furnace is this one right here. If you have any questions or concerns, feel free to call your salesperson or anyone here at Lakeshore RV at 231-788-2040. Thank you.